What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Went a little raspy at the end. I like it.
That was nicely done.
Yeah,
Thank
that was
you.
one of the
Working
best.
through a
chest cold.
chest cold, so I can go a little lower. In my
That's a scat cold.
You do not want scat in your lungs. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, you
Which
don't.
that is like, I mean, that's a horrific joke, but but that reminds me of something very funny. You know, we've talked about the Scat Man on this show. A personal fave song of mine. It's so fun.
He never stutters.
So that's true. That's very, very true. My youngest, he just turned 5, and he is a different type of cat. Like, this is a different guy.
Different type of scat.
Yes. So apparently he picked this up in preschool, but I introduced my kids to the Scat Man because we talked about it on the show.
Oh, I hope you mean the real man.
No. Yeah, the actual guy, Scatman John.
Yeah.
I had him over.
Yeah.
He's not doing much these days.
He's had one.
He does like the singing telegrams now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Comes to your door. But so my youngest says, "Dad, is this song mean he's the poop man?"
Oh, my gosh.
Of my 5-year-old.
What?
Because
what preschool is he going
because
to?
they learned about
Learned what animal scat is?
They learned about animal scat. And he instantly made the connection.
I don't think I've heard the word scat since I was a young kid at my grandparents' house or something. Like, I feel like it's an old school word
Don't step in the scat.
Yeah.
The scat.
Well, hey, listen. We will find every vocabulary reason to bring poop into the show. Welcome into the Spitballers Podcast. Andy, Mike, and Jason back again. Big time news for the Spitwads.
This is huge.
Not only is today going to be an absolutely fabulous show, we have That's a Great Question, Would You Rather, an awesome draft today, but the big news is we are officially coming to YouTube on video. The video product premieres Monday, April 15th. We're doing a premiere party, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can come. We'll be in the chat. There's an official YouTube premiere.
Hanging out.
The premiere party, which is a new feature on YouTube, is basically something that lets it'll launch together at the same time. So be there. Be on YouTube. We'll tweet out the actual link. The three of us will be in the chat. We'll watch it together with you. It'll be a huge fun time. That's going to happen 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. On April 15th, next Monday.
So here's the key, though, and we're telling you this a week in advance for a reason. One, so that you can be there. The way that you're there, you got to go to YouTube, search for Spitballers. You got to subscribe and click the bell so you know exactly the moment we go live.
Yeah, you'll get that notification if you ring that bell.
What is the ideal snack for a Spitballers podcast?
Oh, to sit down and enjoy the video version of the show?
Absolutely.
What's the perfect snack? Cattle corn. Little salty, little sweet.
I heard cattle corn.
It definitely sounded like cattle corn.
Scattle corn.
It's beefy.
It's like pork rinds, except it's corn.
I don't want cattle corn. I want kettle corn.
All right.
Kettle.
What would be
Are
your...
you guys kettle corn fans? Like, if you could have regular popcorn or kettle corn, would you go... I mean, that's a would you rather.
I'm straight.
I like regular popcorn.
I am straight caramel corn. Give me... like, I don't want any of the salty...
I can't have that much of it.
No,
I like the cheese corn. That's how if I have to get a flavor for the popcorn, I go with the cheese, the cheddar.
You like the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
The variants, though, there's a variation in the cheese that I just can't tolerate. Sometimes I've gotten too much cheese, the whole bag's ruined. Too much caramel, bonus.
Yeah, exactly. So get rid of the cheese and just have nonstop bonus.
The problem with the cheese, like if it's caramel flavor on there, I know what's going on there. If it's a cheese flavor, I don't actually know what that stuff is made out of.
No, it's not cheese. It's not cheese, that's for sure. All right, follow us on Twitter at SpitballersPod. We appreciate all the reviews coming in over on Apple Podcasts. In fact, we read them on the show.
Reviewasaurus Rex.
This one comes in from MattBet32 from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Wow.
5 stars. He says,
Well, hold on, Jay. So this is from the UK, of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Right.
Number one.
Yeah, just like we're from Arizona, the United States of America.
Number one, bonjour
bonjour.
to our friend from across the sea.
Mm-hmm.
But he's UK, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to read it in UK.
Okay. Oh, good job. When I first started listening to this podcast, I thought these shouty Americans are far too loud for my sophisticated and refined British sense of humor. But when you started talking about poop and roundhouse farts, I thought I can definitely get on board with this. Love your work. Keep it up. Well, thank you, MattBet32.
That was, you know what? You hearkened back to some Harry Potter.
You were David Attenborough.
That's what
Is
I
that
was
what you
going
did?
for.
You went David Attenborough?
100% Attenborough.
I apologize to MattBet32, who transformed into an 80-year-old man, but there we have it.
Oh, I read MattBet82. That was on me.
Wow, that I was kind of I instantly trusted you a little bit more. You mix an accent in with the age of the voice, and
Wisdom.
There's wisdom and trust there. Like Gandalf just showed up.
So
or something.
obviously, look, this guy knows what he's talking about. 5 stars.
Sure.
Harry.
You're a wizard.
It's a new secret talent we didn't know about.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I can
man.
only do accents and whispers.
Oh.
It just made
Is that the secret?
Mike, there's a secret here.
Wait,
Harry.
Like, can you do, give me an Australian?
Hey, good day, Mike. Put another
Put another chip on.
It's the what?
They're all.
Give me a Russian.
Don't splash
No,
the
but you're
pot.
supposed
I
to
can't do
whisper.
it. I tried to whisper. You can't whisper
Russians
in Russian.
can't whisper.
They whisper, yeah.
They cannot whisper.
Don't
True
splash. You can't do it. That's
No.
impossible.
No.
You cannot do
We
a Russian
just
accent in a
discovered
whisper.
something
The
about
whispering
say,
Russian.
Say, don't splash the pot in a whisper.
Yeah.
I
Don't-
can't do a Russian.
Don't splash the pot. don't splash the
Why is it don't splash the pot?
pot. From Rounders.
Oh, okay. I'm with
All
you.
right, let's get into our first segment.
That's a great question.
Don't splash. All right, here's our first question. This one was sent in from Dean, or by Dean, on the website. He asks, what is the correct phone, wallet, and key pocket combination?
Oh.
In other words, is it left front pocket wallet? Or is it
Wallet,
right rear
phone,
wallet?
keys. Wait,
Got
so
my
this,
wallet, phone, keys.
so this came in because the timing of this is amazing. I don't know if a good friend of our other show, the Footballers, Scott Fish, they were talking about this on Twitter. So I'm glad that we can bring an official ruling.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I need this advice. I have a very rigorous, strict thing that I obey, but my pockets, and I'm sure you know this, you're friends of me.
Yeah.
My pockets
Sure.
are always completely over bulging. I look like an
Right.
idiot half the time because here's what I do. I put my phone in my left. I'm left-handed, so I need quick access to, get that out, get on the phone.
You can't talk on the phone with your...
You have a side, right? When you talk on the phone.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So mine is my left side, so I've got that in there. So that means everything else is in the right pocket. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Keys.
Don't want to
So
scratch.
you're talking on the front right pocket.
AirPods.
We need to specify here. You
The
mean
front right pocket. I don't do rear pockets.
Wait, so your wallet goes in the front?
Yes, I bought
I'm a front wallet guy too. Are you a back wallet guy?
Yes, because I'm a normal person. The wallet goes in the rear.
Oh yeah, Grandpa.
That's how Gramps did it.
Yeah,
So
you know
that's
what?
good enough for
that generation grew up with misalignment in their back.
Well, yeah,
The
I got
cervical spine.
spinal problems.
You always lean into the side.
You know what else that generation grew up with?
Harry Potter.
Cash. I mean, we
Strong
don't need that
point,
much
strong
in our
point.
wallets anymore. So I've got this little tiny front wallet that, it holds like 4 cards and that's it.
Yeah, the problem with the wallet, it's not the cash, because I like you guys, I don't carry a lot of cash. But you have all these stupid VIP cards. You have to be a member of every single store in their club. And
here's the thing. I thought I'd be in trouble. I bought a thin wallet like Jason. And by the way, my configuration is keys, wallet, front right pocket, phone left pocket. That being said,
the chafing to your thigh, I can only imagine.
I have no hair left on my thigh.
That being said,
makes sense.
I thought it was a big day when I went from big wallet to small wallet. And I had to do what you did. I had to pull all these membership cards out and put them in a drawer at home. And I ain't never looked back.
Yeah.
I ain't never needed them.
Until you phone number.
Until you end up at Topgolf and they're like, do you have the membership card?
Yeah, what? Topgolf, get with it. Put it on an app.
No, they charge you $1
okay.
if you show up without the card.
Yeah, it's worth the 365 days of pain for $1 savings once a year, Mike.
$1 saved is $1 earned.
Now, here's the thing. I will do this.
Benny
I got
Frank.
a little variable. When I get out of my car and I go into a store, I will put my keys in my back pocket.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'll put them in my back pocket.
That's disgusting.
Like, what kind of exfoliation is happening to your butt cheek?
Your keys, while you walk, are on your butt cheek?
Well, not on it. It's in the pocket.
Next to what?
My butt cheek.
Yeah, that would...
That sounds horrible. Have you ever sat on the keys?
Yes.
Yeah, that...
Not the best. Here, I want to call somebody out here. Lowe's home improvement stores. I'm going to call them out today. I went into a Lowe's the other day, and I had one of the moments that I didn't think you could have, except for in the 80s and before, which was, have you gone? Like, I drove to the store. I needed a bunch of, and when you go to Lowe's, you need stuff like it's imminent. Like, otherwise, I'd buy it on Amazon. So it's like I go to Lowe's, and I needed to get I don't know, some pest stuff and some hardware, and I needed this and that. I had like 10 things in my bag. Get up to the front, and guess what? No wallet. None. Forgot the wallet at home. Now, that's my fault. That's on me.
Yeah, why are you mad at Lowe's?
That's 100% my fault. But I felt like there had to be a way that I could leave that store with those items.
What?
No Apple Pay.
Yeah, it's called stealing.
No.
Right, yes. Andy wanted to steal from Lowe's.
So you can't do Apple. Maybe you already know this. You can't do Apple Pay. All right. So I tried the Apple Pay. You can't ask them to run your card with the numbers. Even though
that's nonsense. You can't call home and get the number.
No, I had the numbers on my phone. They can't run it.
Of course they can't.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying that it's nonsense that they wouldn't run the numbers? Oh, no. I got the card. I get that.
I get that.
No. How do you buy things over the phone?
How do I buy things?
You call.
When is the last time I bought something
pizza.
over the phone?
QVC.
Pizza.
Yeah, QVC. Pizza?
You've never ordered a pizza over the phone?
Yeah, you give the number.
Yes, it was 1989.
No. Okay.
All right. Let me move on. So then I think so I actually walk out to the car with my head hung low. I got to get in the car and go home. I don't have any of these items. And then I go back in. I go, I'm a genius. They have online store pickup. I'm going to buy these items in store and do the pickup. Except they need your ID to pick the items up. And so I try to bribe the guy, basically. I'm like, look, I go, dude, this is 64 sweet dollars that Lowe's could have right now. And I will buy the items in front of you. Like in front of you with the app. Still will need the ID.
Did you go to the depot?
No, I didn't try the depot. I went home and cried.
But
I'm just saying once you got your wallet.
But here's
I should have. You're
here's
right.
the ridiculous counterpoint
Lowe's.
too, where you're getting
Get
upset.
Apple Pay.
You think, of course, they can't just take the numbers. But I could give you my card and say, go to Lowe's
Or buy online. You put the numbers in online, obviously.
And they would swipe the card, and there's a 95% chance they're not going to ask you for an ID.
I agree with that, but usually you give me your PIN and I'd type that in.
All I'm saying is, Lowe's, if you don't want to lose out to online sales, you should probably take my money when I desperately try to give it to you 5 different ways.
That's an excellent point.
All right, next question from Big Lou. Big Lou on Twitter. My brother and I have discussed this dilemma forever, and I'd love your help. What distinguishes the point where a pan becomes a pot and a plate becomes a bowl? What determines those things?
Wow. Well, I have a pole at home.
A plole?
is like a plate,
plate
bowl.
A saucer.
I have.
Is it a saucer?
No, it's not a saucer. It's like a salad.
What's the difference between a saucer and a bowl?
What is a saucer?
A saucer.
They fly in the sky and they're unidentified.
I thought a saucer was what you put your little coffee cup on.
Is
yeah,
that right?
yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
could
look it
be.
up.
I mean, but I think of like, okay, so a skillet, right? A saucer is to the plate family what a skillet is to the pan and pot family.
You lost.
Yeah,
me.
a saucer is just a baby plate.
A little
Is
baby
it?
plate.
A saucer's a baby plate?
In the Middle Ages,
Al Borland, what do you think here? Do you want to weigh in?
Not at all. I have no idea.
Thank you.
in
Thanks
the
so
Middle
much.
Ages, a saucer was used for serving condiments and sauces.
So
I
it's
said
called a saucer.
sausages.
No,
Because
sauces.
I would serve sausages on a sauce.
This is
a
my sausage
sausager.
plate. It's very specific.
So my point is, I've got this like,
It's a half bowl, half plate.
yeah, like you could.
Does it
put
have a lip on it?
You could put cereal in it, but you got to keep it real low because it will go
Yeah.
over the sides.
Have you ever had
It's
that?
like a salad.
That soup bowl, when they come out, it's a very fancy soup bowl, but the actual elevation of this thing is incredibly low.
What is that hat? Like you could wear a really thin top hat and then flip that. That's a saucer to me.
No. A thin one.
Yeah, one of those like real thin.
Like a ranger hat?
Yeah,
Or is that too
no,
tall?
not a ranger hat. That's a bowl, Mike.
Andy, I think you need to Google saucer
I think I do.
because I don't think you know what a saucer is.
I'm looking at it right
No,
now.
I
I
know
mean-
you know what a saucer is.
Yeah, now flip that over and put it on your head.
So back to the question.
Yes.
What is the point
What is
Where a
the
pan-
point of the question?
where a pan becomes a pot? So a pan is
I think I
It's
know
got to
the
be
answer.
ounces of water.
No. I think it's handles. Like, a pot is going to have two handles.
no.
Whoa,
I've got
no,
pots.
no, no,
I've got
no,
pots
no,
with
no,
one
no, no,
handle.
no, no,
You have a-
no.
Oh, certainly.
Lots of pots with one
Okay.
handle.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Well,
through it now.
fail
I mean,
on
yeah,
that.
I thought I was there, but
Yeah, I mean that's a cauldron. That's the transition to a cauldron, Mike.
There are plenty
No,
of pots.
a cauldron does not have any handles. You put it there. That's once that thing is formed
Oh,
and
it's
placed, it's there forever.
Forever. Okay.
Comes with the house.
Yeah. The difference is, do you want to put liquid in it? That's to me. That's what
You
it
can't
is.
make mac and cheese in a pan. You
Can
gotta-
you mac and
you
cheese?
can't-
Yes,
Can you
you
make
can.
mac and cheese in
Yes,
it?
you can.
Okay, can you make spaghetti and meatballs in a pan?
No, of course not.
You got to make it in a pot.
So it's can you make pasta?
It's can you make pasta?
Can you make pasta?
Yeah.
If yes,
Uh-huh.
pot.
And
If no, so look,
can you eat cereal out of a saucer?
Big Lou. Wait, no, you can't eat
You
cereal
need
out
a
of a
bowl.
saucer. Yes, okay.
That's, can you eat cereal is the plate side. Can you eat pasta is the pot side.
Okay, so Big Lou,
Solved.
here's what you need to do because we haven't actually answered the question yet. You still
Big
have to
Lou
answer
likes
the
his
question.
pasta, by the
Big
way.
Lou needs to go take what he thinks is a pan and try to make some spaghetti. I
Yeah.
want video of you taking this pan and making some mac and cheese or like boil some water
Yeah, you got
in
to
this
boil.
pan
You got to be able to boil in it.
and yeah, and then see, and if it fails, then that's a pan.
If you scald yourself,
But if you succeed, because I've got those pans with the lips, you know, it's not the like ridges that just go out. It's like straight up on the sides, but they're still shallow.
yeah, they're still shallow. That's a skillet.
I could probably make mac and cheese in that. I'd feel like an idiot, but I could do it.
Well, one noodle at a time. Boil one noodle.
No, I could do a whole box of mac and cheese.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
So-
spread out real wide.
right.
Okay.
So I got a wide pot.
Yeah, a wide pot.
Okay.
All right. I think we've exhausted that.
Fair.
I'm exhausted.
Would you rather?
All right, moving on. Would you rather questions today before our draft. Would you rather have unlimited first-class flights to anywhere or never have to pay for food at a restaurant again? Both of these scenarios sound great. I would like to go with both. I would rather have
you
both.
both?
Yes. Would you?
And
would
the
you
answer
both?
new hot
is
topic.
I'd both.
Yes,
I
I'd
would
both.
I'd super both. Both
Unlimited.
of these are amazing, and the implications financially seem like they need to be figured out.
Look, I have never Like true bucket list item is flying first class.
I've never flown first class
I have
either.
flown.
I'm guessing Mike has.
So of course
I
Mike has.
have.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Have you business classed?
No.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I don't
Between
understand.
business class and first class?
Yes.
A little bit of room. I think the first class has a little bit more room, and then they try and give you free stuff when you're in the first class.
You say no?
You can.
But see, this is the question of true first class luxury. Wide
Like ice cream. They try
seats.
and give you ice cream up there, Andy.
Oh, please.
I want. Look, if you're out there and you're a fan and you're like, hey, I own an airline and I would like to give unlimited first class
Yes.
tickets to Jason.
That's a big pool of
I
listeners.
wish-
Mr. and Mrs. Delta are big fans of the Spitballers.
Yes, please contact me. I'm looking for this first class bucket list. Because I've flown a lot. I mean, we do a 5-city tour every year, live events. My old business, I flew a lot. I've still never once. Every time I do the walk of shame past the first class.
Every time, I'm like, this is going to be the time. Like, it's totally worth it. Like, I got to do this one time. And then the price is 80 times more than the other
they
ticket.
bump up?
It's
and you just can't
unbelievable.
justify it.
You always think, hey, I'm doing well right now financially.
Yeah.
I'm going to check and see if I can bump up. And they're like,
36
certainly
grand.
Certainly you can bump up. We'll need a car as a
That's
down
why
payment.
you can't do the financial comparison. Because if you're going to do a financial comparison of unlimited first-class flights to food, the first class is going to win.
That's what I'm taking, though. You want to know why? I'm eating all my meals on a plane now.
Mm.
Then I get best of both worlds. I'm in first class. They're serving me some nice food up there, right? You just said I get ice cream.
Yes.
I'm just going to take little hop, skip,
They
and
actually-
jump
they
first
have,
class
like-
flights for my meals.
They have chefs up there. It's a much different world.
Is that safe?
Of course it's safe.
Just like open stoves and pots
Now-
and saucers everywhere?
On the flip side, though, I mean,
And then, is this a pot or is this just a skillet?
would you rather never have to pay for food?
macaroni and cheese in a wide pot.
In a wide pot, please. A wide, shallow pot. If I don't have to pay for food at any restaurant, though, I mean, say
That's-
goodbye to Applebee's.
No delivery, though, Jason.
That's
you
fine.
must go.
That's fun, though, man.
That's fine. I would love to go. I mean, I'm going to be a daily at Ruth's Chris.
You know those
I'm going to
mob-
go to the nicest, fanciest places every
But you
day.
have children.
You know those
I'm
mob
bringing 'em.
movies? You ever seen the mob movies where like the mobsters, the bosses, they always got their back room where they eat at the restaurant?
Yeah.
And it's got like I want every restaurant, I get my own special room. I just walk in, I sit down, I eat what I want. That'd be a pretty nice life.
Well, there's no private room in
But
this
I'm not in the
scenario.
mob in that scenario.
Right. You're not the mob. And also, this does not give you access. You want the first class room at the restaurant. You're trying to put these together.
Yeah.
That's how you would you both.
That's a
Yeah,
would you
that's
both.
how you would you both. Yes, I would both.
So what I think I'll take the flights.
I'm going to take the food because, man,
You'll
do
just
I
use
love
it, You'll
food.
use it more.
Here, how about this? I'm going to throw this caveat in there.
All right.
Only you get a first class ticket. Your family
Give me.
must ride in coach.
Oh, goodness. Man, they'll have an okay time.
They're still small. They fit.
Right.
Well, look, I'm very tall. I need first
That's
class.
the problem.
Do you ever see that Seinfeld? I mean, for those of you that are old Seinfeld fans, where there's
What's the deal with airline food?
they basically were in standby and they're like, "Hey, we can get you on this flight," and it was Jerry and Elaine, and one of you gets to fly coach, one of you has to fly coach, one of you has to fly first class, and Jerry says he's flown first class before, so he has to take first class because she doesn't know what she's missing.
Oh.
And it
What?
was.
It's the Hulu ad.
And it was the polar opposite. She's miserable back there. There are people squishing on her. They serve her the kosher meal on accident. And he's up front, and they're like,
There's a
There's-
grand piano,
oh,
chandelier.
it's just, he's sitting next to a model. They're serving him ice cream. They're like, do you want anything else, sir?
Andy's pinnacle on all things is
ice cream.
they serve ice cream. Like if I'm
Wait, do I get unlimited ice cream
if
at
I'm
a restaurant?
A king,
Of course.
I demand daily ice cream
I
as
don't
my
think-
first decree.
Before we move on, I don't think either of you understand how good ice cream is.
I
In
have,
my defense.
I have told tale to other people of how ice cream obsessed you are and talented. Like you could genuinely sit down and eat a gallon of ice
Oh,
cream
you know it.
without stopping.
We just got a picture in our chat. We use Slack, and just what was it yesterday or 2 days ago? We got this message from Andy that was like, oh no, guys, I did it again. I did it again, and it wasn't even my birthday. And we're like, what happened?
Yeah.
What, are you okay? And then it's just a picture of an empty gallon carton of ice cream.
He had a bad football game.
This is true.
He was the quarterback.
Flag football game. I was eating my pain away, and
Yeah.
it was delicious. I'm going to have some more bad games on purpose.
But here's the thing. If he had a great game,
Oh, yeah.
celebration
ice cream for sure.
Whatever the case.
All right.
Oh, today hasn't really been good or bad. I'm going to need ice cream.
I want to eat unlimited ice cream. Is that an option here? All right. Mike, are you taking first-class flights?
Yeah, and even with my children in
The
coach.
back. Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe
Maybe someday
Jason,
you'll get
you're
a
going
cool.
the food. I'll go with the flights and less the caveats there. I'll go with the food in that case.
Oh, what a selfless man you are.
All right. Brian sends this one in from the website, spitballerspod.com. Would you rather have to skip everywhere that you go or have to walk backwards everywhere you go? Man, because skipping, look, it's not – first impressions can be everything.
Yes.
If you skip up to that business meeting, you skip up to
What age?
your first day on the job.
Because, look, skipping as a child
It's
was
the best.
incredible. And I'm laughing because I had this thing where when I was a kid, I mean, I'm mediocre athletic. I was never the best at anything. I always felt like I could skip so fast.
Oh, my gosh. Like
Okay,
a badge of honor?
You're like, fine, you can beat me in a foot race.
But let's skip.
You want to skip? You want to skip this out? You want to put the papers down on this skip race?
So you're telling me if they had like a 100-meter skip,
Oh,
you'd have been in track.
gold medalist, world champion.
100-meter skip.
Do the mile.
Like,
The mile skip.
I just felt like I was floating for at least 2 seconds
You were
between
super talented.
every step. I was a graceful swan
The skip-
taking flight.
The cadence was perfect.
Here's the thing that would be really weird with Mike skipping around, because Mike, you have a resting angry face. When people see you and you're just being chill, you're not doing anything at all, everyone's afraid of you and they complain to HR that you're mad at them.
Right.
But you've never seen an angry person skipping.
no,
right?
that's fair.
I think maybe that was the problem. I think the day I stopped skipping, that's when the face went angry.
It's when the joy left.
I wasn't the best skipper anymore.
Do people stop skipping solely due to age?
Yes,
Like,
100%.
is the enjoyment of skipping identical at 35 years old?
I bet it would be.
What if we
You don't know.
I'm imagining having a good skip right now, and I'm feeling very joyful.
honest to goodness,
sounds like a good time.
This isn't even a joke. I think if we go to lunch and we were to skip around, we would have a blast. But the problem is we're so self-conscious because we'd look so stupid. Everyone would be like, why are those grown men skipping?
The next great P90X phenomenon.
Is skipping.
It's
It's
just
Skip Bo.
I really genuinely think we should skip today. And
Here's-
Spitwads, you
Skip
guys
around.
should skip today. Don't care what people think about you. Just skip.
I'm totally with that because I live the life of I'm not going to care what other people think. But I believe that if the three of us were out at lunch skipping for the onlookers, that would totally turn into a see something, say something moment. Like we would be reported to the authorities.
Three grown
There are
men.
3 grown men.
Is
They're
there
skipping in circles.
Is there any chance whatsoever that other people
Join us?
join? That maybe
we start a
you
movement.
start a that people look at how happy we look and they go,
Has
I could skip too."
anybody ever Forrest Gumped across the United States
I'm sure they have.
but skipped?
No.
Has anybody ever
skip across America?
a skip across America?
There's no way that's happened. Can you imagine
Borland.
skipping through the Rockies?
Why do I feel like Al Borland's never
I
skipped
think you
in
would
his entire
avoid
life?
the Rockies if you're going across. If you're walking, running, jogging, skipping, I'm going to go ahead and chart my path to not go through the Rockies.
Then you're going through the Sonoran Desert.
That's fine.
Al Borland, have you ever skipped before?
I have, yes. Recently, actually. Just a couple days ago, I was skipping
Were you
with my
skipping
son.
with the boy?
I was trying to teach him how to skip.
How did you feel?
Great. Very, very joyful.
Very joyful.
Also very out of shape.
Who was faster, you or the boy?
I was.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Remember that, kid?
I'm not
Teach
going
him
to
a
lose that
lesson.
race.
I will skip you into the ground.
What muscles get worked out if you walk backwards everywhere?
And when you're walking, yeah, we haven't even talked about walking.
Your
Well,
glutes?
Well, I'm just
I feel
trying
like
to
you
figure
use
out,
your
like,
glutes a lot. When
like
you walk
runners, you know, they
backwards.
got calves and they got, like, what? You got big shins? Like, huge shins.
Yeah.
Have a good badonkadonk. You know, walking backwards, building up those glutes.
If there's two guys skipping and one guy walking backwards into a restaurant, do people just run?
Look,
Excuse me.
We'd get to the front of the line.
this is
Yeah, we would.
Here's the deal: if you got to choose one of these, you have to. I genuinely think you are liberating yourself to allow yourself to get back to skipping again.
Yeah.
Walking backwards is way less fun than skipping.
Walking backwards is stupid.
Yeah.
You're gonna trip and fall all the time.
Yeah.
And be very slow. And
Yeah.
as we know, I skip very fast.
Now,
There's part of me that thinks I would turn incorrectly if I
Would-
was walking backwards.
would you?
I would turn the opposite way, you know?
Would you wear all your clothes backwards like the backwards man? The backwards man, the backwards man.
Like crisscross.
Yeah.
I'd
Because
put-
then it
would
looks
you
like
put
you're
your-
walking forward.
Like a
You got
weirdo.
you got your suit and tie
But
on
then you
your
have to put
back.
you have to put a face on the back of your head.
No, you
it's
just
a whole
put,
to-do.
You just put sunglasses. You just put sunglasses, over the ears. And
Like that. Here comes a wolf man.
yeah.
It's a hairy face.
I'm going to skip. I think we're all going to skip.
Yes.
Sound good?
Yep.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, we're doing a fun one today. Here's the task at hand, and I'm not sure I'm glad that I have the first pick today because I think there are so many different ways this could go. We are creating the most entertaining action movie possible by casting the following roles: hero, villain, love interest, and a sidekick. So you can draft them in any order. This is very similar to when we did a mock draft a few episodes ago of your perfect four-course meal.
Right.
Only we're drafting actors and actresses to play these roles, and you're trying to build a blockbuster here by drafting a hero, an actor to play a hero, a villain, a love interest, and a sidekick. So that is the task at hand. Are you guys excited about this one?
I am
I
a little
am.
excited. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
There is. So I've basically got two. Like when I thought about this, I was like, okay, I've got two people for each category. Problem is, there are three that will be picked, and I don't have backup. So if you guys take mine, I'm gonna be tilting my face off.
All right, and it's tough because it's like I have the first pick, and I could go with a hero that I think the best
You could.
actor to play a hero, or I could go with a villain and take somebody away from you guys. I'm going to go with the hero.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought about it a bunch of different ways, but my number one pick, the hero in my movie, it's going to be The Rock.
Yeah.
I'm going to take The Rock as my hero.
He would have been my first pick.
Would he? Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me feel good because I thought I could really mess this up, but at the end of the day, I want that hero. He's funny. He's got what it takes.
Charismatic. He's big.
And why I was going to go with The Rock. One, I mean, he's the biggest action hero currently. And then I was thinking of, I'm actually going to make a movie. And I don't want no situation where, what was the movie where Sean Connery was Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Entrapment.
And
Yeah.
Entrapment. And
Fantastic film.
it was Sean Connery who was at the time of the filming was 95 years old, and he was getting smoochy with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and it was just really off-putting.
It was awful.
Because I want a big action star. I want to take Arnold. Well, I can't take Arnold.
Right.
No.
It's
No.
So
And
that
then-
was
and then
factoring into my decision.
Yeah.
So now
Catherine
take- you'd
Zeta-Jones wouldn't be upset with The Rock.
The love interest that you'd pick if you took Arnold, you'd have to select like Meryl
B.
Streep.
Arthur.
Meryl,
B. Arthur, yes. Yeah, unfortunately, that was your official first pick. All right, Jason. No.
All right.
B. Arthur.
So you got some star power.
Yeah, I'm going with The Rock, and now I've got to wait a little while. And the caveat here is it's like once you take one of the four, you don't need it again. And so we're gonna have to play some
Right.
strategy here. But I'm going with The Rock.
I think that I have 3 powerhouse actors for my villain.
Oh,
Yeah, I have 3 as well.
I literally have 0. I have
Oh,
no
I
idea.
have 3, and they all crush. So
All right.
I'm not going to go from there because I'll be
you
perfectly
can take them
happy
last
with
if
3.
you need to.
So I'm going to go. I want some star power for my lead actress role. So I think she is the biggest actress. The what's the word I'm thinking? Or just she is the face. She is the lead actress right now. Would be a great love interest. I mean, and she also kicks massive butt.
Yeah, that's one of the prereqs for me. I want that love interest to kick massive butt.
Like she could be the action hero, and that's Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand it. She was at the top of my list too.
So J-Law is in the house kicking butt,
And now
taking
she's
names.
gone. Now she's on your team.
Yes, I'm very happy with this pick.
All right, okay.
All right, Jason, you get 2 picks, and you have to decide. So we've got 1 hero off the board. We've got 1 love interest, lead actress off the board.
So I could take the number 1 villain and the number 1 sidekick.
You could.
Yes, you could.
But based
The
on your
problem
history of
is-
picking, you might end up with like the number 8.
The problem is I don't have a single villain. I don't have one actor that I think that
I
I'm
love
like,
it. I love
that's
it.
who I want.
how do you not have a villain?
Well, we're gonna
That was
find
the
out how.
easiest one.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I have 3 that I love.
Well, good.
So.
You can trade me one.
All right, so who are you taking with your number 1 overall pick in this draft?
So I'm not gonna take the sidekick and the villain, even though that's the better strategy.
You're gonna play the okay.
I want the person that you guys denied me of in my best friend list.
Tim Allen.
No, for my hero, I'm taking
Wait. So your category is hero.
hero.
Okay.
I'm going hero. I am going Chris Pratt.
That's a
Yeah,
great choice.
that's a good choice.
He's the best. He's funny. If you don't like Chris Pratt, if you're out there and you're like, I don't really care for Chris Pratt, nobody likes you. You are a horrible person.
Wow.
Chris Pratt is beloved by all. If you like funny, if you like fit, if you like chubby, if you like serious, whatever.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that the strategy, yes, you could have had the number 1 villain or sidekick, but, Mike hasn't taken a hero yet.
Right.
And so you if you think that Chris Pratt is in that upper echelon, you got to grab him.
So now I've got a decision.
Yeah.
So I could take the number 1 sidekick, or I could take the love interest, and I'm tempted to take the love interest only to keep Andy's away from him.
If you take the love interest that I want for my team, I may not finish the draft. I may walk off set. I expect
Perfect.
I expect it to last to get to me, but if she doesn't, I'll be disappointed.
Here's the thing. When we had the food version, I needed my mashed potatoes. And Andy,
I stole them.
you stole my mashed potatoes away from my plate.
Wait,
You
is
are
this
This is pure
the-
vindictiveness.
The most tilted draft you have ever had. Everything is a vengeful pick for you.
Yeah, and somehow I
didn't
can't
get
come up with the villain. Jason Moore is my villain. I am going to select Andy's favorite, Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay.
She is my.
Okay.
It didn't put him on tilt.
It didn't put me on tilt because she wasn't my pick.
Unbelievable.
She's a wonderful pick.
All right.
She's a wonder. I mean, I should have. Look,
Yeah, she fits the bill.
she's wonderful.
She can
Not
kick
as
butt.
wonderful as my pick.
Oh,
All right.
I'm very intrigued.
I am too. I
Well, I
really
don't
am
have
curious.
to make my pick till the end now, which is awesome because you guys both picked your love interests.
I get to take my
And
hero
you
last.
did. I mean,
Houston.
don't get me wrong. If you know me, you know I'm a big Margot Robbie fan.
I do.
Wonderful actress. But I'm pretty happy with who I got as my love interest later on. So we'll see. So right now, Jason, your 2 picks are Chris Pratt and Margot Robbie. Mike, you have Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes. So I'm going to go. I'm going to. Oh man. I mean, I'm going to play the game. So I'm going to either take the sidekick or the villain. But I'm so torn with the villains because they're all so amazing. I wish I could pack all 3 of them in.
A symbol of magical combination.
Yes. Yeah, I think there are 2 that are amazing. I really don't think you'll take either one. So I'm going to play the game of
You're going to wait.
I'm going to let a villain come
So are you
back
taking
to
a
me.
hero?
No. What?
Oh, yeah, you
Heck
got to
no.
wait till the end. All right, so you're
It's
going
gonna be my last
sidekick.
pick of the draft.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to take the sidekick. Man, if I get the hero, I will get the hero. The hero I want and the sidekick I want, it's just going to be too much lovable man.
I know who your sidekick is now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You really?
I think so. I'll write it down.
Yeah, you write it down. I'm taking another American treasure of the silver screen, and I'm going to take Paul Rudd.
Okay.
Did you write it? Yeah,
he
you got it. That's a great
wrote
guess.
It down.
Paul Rudd. He is prototypical perfect sidekick.
And Paul Rudd is great because he can play any role. Paul Rudd could be the love interest. He could be the hero.
Now, in fairness, he's always Paul Rudd. He plays Paul Rudd.
That is
And
true.
it's great.
So when you say he can play any role,
You can play.
no, you
can
can
play-
put Paul Rudd in any role.
That's fine. Paul Rudd's my sidekick.
All right, that's great. That was my number one sidekick pick. So that being said, that means I need to move. I need to take I only have two sidekicks written down that I want. You taking Paul Rudd away. I'm going to take the other one right here, right now. And then I'll be taking my villain and just picking one of the
What
ones
would be
away
hilarious is if your sidekick is actually my hero, and that's gonna suck.
from you. I promise he's not. My sidekick for this movie is Jonah Hill.
Oh,
Jonah
really?
Hill is going to be my sidekick.
That's a great one.
He will come along with me, or The Rock, and he will do very little to help. He'll have an insight or two towards the end of the movie that actually helps The Rock. He may sit out a couple of the fights,
right.
but he will be comedic relief. I'm making a movie I want to enjoy, and Jonah Hill as the sidekick, I would enjoy that very, very much.
Yeah, I have a sidekick written down here that was I know you guys won't draft him, and so I want to enjoy the movie. He was like, if you guys grab my guys, I'll just take him.
So I'm going to go with Jonah Hill as my sidekick, and now I'm going to move on to a villain. I'm going to go with who I think is just an outstanding combination of, and there are several good picks here. I'm going with Gary Oldman.
Okay.
Gary Oldman is going to be my villain of Fifth Element fame and many, many other movies. He's just such a compelling villain actor. He plays an evil guy so well.
Frequently, when I'm going to sleep, I'll find a movie I want to watch, and it will turn into it takes me many days to watch this movie. I'm halfway through the Fifth Element right now.
Of course you are, because every person on this planet
right now
should be at some point through the Fifth Element today. If you should be
Fantastic.
a quarter of the way through, halfway through, it doesn't matter. So my villain, Gary Oldman, there were a number of guys I liked. We'll bring them up after the draft, but obviously I didn't steal one of yours, Mike. You're back on the clock. You can go with your villain. You can go with your hero.
So where I'm torn is just in the event that somehow the guy I've pegged as my hero somehow turns into Jason's sidekick, and that would be horrifying. Jay, who's your hero?
It's your sidekick.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is his hero.
Okay, Chris Pratt. But I have the villain I really, really want, but I'll save that for last, just in case, because I don't want a mashed potatoes situation over here. Like I said, there's going to be just way too much lovable man inside of my action movie. I'm taking Ryan Reynolds as my action hero. Combo him and Paul Rudd. The cuteness factor is off the charts.
They're also all your love interests.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going Ryan Reynolds, and you have Jennifer Lawrence, and you have Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a very likability factor to your team. No doubt about it.
Just wait till the villain comes out.
Yeah. All right, so Jason, you have your final two picks of the draft. He is furiously typing on his keyboard. He doesn't
He's
know.
trying to find a villain.
How can you not have any villain?
Because here's the thing. All my favorite villains,
Are they one-offs?
they're no,
like
it's just
people that were just villains once?
like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Sure.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
he cannot make a movie with us.
I don't think that's against...
You think we can take any timeline?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because like you were saying, if you took Arnold, you'd have old
Yeah.
Arnold
Well-
now. But that's
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying because you're putting a movie out right now. I guess we better stick with.
Yeah.
That's how we thought about it. You're
Present
talking
day.
about
Yeah,
All right, look,
Jennifer
hey,
Lawrence.
I'm super happy you guys didn't take my sidekick. I probably should have taken him with the first pick in the
let's
draft.
hear it. Let's hear it.
My backup plan was Zach Galifianakis, and we were going to go crazy and just
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just
Jonah Hill aspect.
Have a wacky role. But I think the combo of Chris Pratt with Kevin Hart is going to be awesome. I mean,
So you're going Kevin Hart's sidekick.
Kevin Hart is the
Wow.
sidekick.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, you're having some. The comedic factor is there.
Yes. So
All
now for the villain, I'm gonna share what's in my mind.
What's in your heart?
What's in my heart? I'm wondering, do I go big name? Right? Yeah, votes like a Nick Cage type of guy that's like everybody.
Not the bees!
Everybody knows Nick Cage. He would be. I mean, I think even people that love Nick Cage now hate Nick Cage just because it's fun. It's fun to dislike. But I'm going to go.
Nick Cage loves to work. He loves to make movies.
He loves to work. All right, so who's your villain?
I got to give a shout out to Tim Roth. Tim Roth is one of the best villain actors of all time, but I don't think
Andy doesn't know who Tim Roth
No,
is.
I absolutely know who he is, but is he?
He was the Abomination in the Hulk movie.
Yes, he was also in Rob Roy. He was
just making sure he was still. I was still making sure he was alive.
Did you just make a Rob Roy
I
reference?
did.
I was worried that he had passed on,
So
I was confusing him with somebody else.
I'm going to take a guy that I think at first glance people aren't going to know who it is. They might not know his name. When they Google it, they'll go, best villain of all time. It's Christoph Waltz.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
I know who you're talking about.
It's Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards. The great. I mean, he is so subtle.
It doesn't
People
help.
are gonna go. His name is Chris.
His name is spelled CHRISTOPH.
Glorfus Marcos.
Glorfist Walter.
Now, when you were trying to find his name,
Yes.
how many inputs to Google did it take you to find it?
It took me. It took me two, but I got there with Inglourious Bastards IMDb.
All right.
Oh man, what's funny to me is that you have this combination of like he's a serious villain actor, and then you've got like Chris Pratt and Kevin Hart running around on the other side of this thing.
Oh, it's gonna be
He's gonna be very offended with their
blockbuster.
All right,
Oh,
so
mine is gonna be very similar to that.
give me your.
So my team, my hero is Chris Pratt with a sidekick of Kevin Hart, Margot Robbie, love interest, and Christoph Waltz for the villain.
All right, I'm pretty sure I know who your villain is, Mike.
All right, did you write it down?
Yep.
All right. My villain is one of the.
Oh, you know what? Never mind.
I don't think you're gonna.
No, because of the rules we set earlier.
See where I'm going with one of the greatest modern actors, one of the best method actors currently making movies today. He has drank your milkshake.
Wow.
I'm taking Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's
a good pick.
That's a great pick. He is retired, but
Not
he's not
for this movie.
But he's not dead, so you're good. I thought you were going to go Alan Rickman, which is on my short list, but obviously he recently passed.
Yeah, it was him and Philip Seymour Hoffman were like my favorite two.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. So that's a good pick, Mike. Your team is
So my pick, I got Ryan Reynolds and Paul Rudd chumming it up. Jennifer Lawrence there kicking butt, being hilarious as well. And then Daniel Day-Lewis just with an intensity that cannot be matched.
no doubt about it. That's a good team. Right now I have The Rock as my hero, Jonah Hill as my sidekick, Gary Oldman as my villain. I need a love interest. I mentioned Jason seems so disappointed that he didn't break my heart with Margot Robbie.
Well, because I'm not a gigantic Margot Robbie fan.
That
so
was
I feel,
pure, and that's what you get for pure vengeance picking.
Yeah, sure. I am very let down. I regret my Margot Robbie.
Here's the deal. I had decided before this draft that I wanted my love interest to not just be a love interest. I wanted her to, like Jennifer Lawrence, kick. Multifaceted, kick some serious butt.
Okay.
This actress has always kicked serious butt. In fact, Mike's halfway through watching her movie right now. I'm going with Mia Jovovich.
Wow.
Still kicking butt.
Oh, Resident
about
Evil.
to come out. All
with
the
Resident Evil 15?
No, she's about to be the main bad guy in Hellboy, the new Hellboy movie.
Yes.
So somehow never aging. And so Mia Jovovich is going to be my love interest pick, and we'll see how that goes. So that rounds out my team.
For a second, you were going Uma
Thurman?
Uma Thurman.
No.
I was going to be so happy.
Hard pass.
So-
Poison Ivy's making no appearance on my team.
So the other two villains that I have ready to go.
Jack Nicholson.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't on my list.
He's a little bit.
His time has come. He was amazed, but John Malkovich.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Bryan Cranston.
Oh, he would have been good. He's got the voice for it.
Those are great.
Bryan Cranston, I don't know if he has. What's funny is we all know who he is, and we all know all of his work, but can you remember his name?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's
Christoph Glorpus McGillicuddy. Here's the thing.
When we post the poll, please, in parentheses after his name, say Google it.
Yeah,
that's a good way to start a poll.
When you post these out,
please Google.
Post them in the same. Don't post them in draft order. Post them in hero like that. Hero, villain.
Right.
Post them together so that people can look at them, decide on their own. The one hero that wasn't drafted, that was on my short list. Like if I didn't have the first pick and somebody took the Rock away, I was going to go with Chris Hemsworth.
That's good.
Oh, that's a great pick.
He is a hero. I have a hero that I wrote down.
He's who I want to be.
Sure.
Yes.
I just want to be him.
Every man. But for me, the guy that I wrote down that I was actually kind of proud I came up with, because he's never been in an action role that I can remember, but I feel like Bradley Cooper would crush as like an action star.
He probably would.
What's the closest he's gotten? Like Limitless?
Yeah. What movie? He was shredded in some movie. I think it was like The Hangover 2 or
he's
some
always
movie.
shredded.
Is that the Bradley Cooper voice from
apparently it was. All right, what'd you learn on today's show, gentlemen? I know what I learned.
I learned that Russians cannot whisper.
Yes.
I learned that Jason will make macaroni and cheese in any size pot, pan, or saucer.
I will eat them here or there.
I will eat them.
And I learned that I do not need to be ashamed to skip and find joy, and I'm going to skip across America.
Good for you.
Who's coming with me?
All right, go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Click the bell so you can see the premiere next week. Thank you for joining us, for listening, for supporting the show. Looking forward to next week, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out spitballerspod.com.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.